Well, good afternoon, folks, and warm welcome here to the EVES auction room here for this nice sunny Bay Friday afternoon. And looks like we're in for a nice fine weekend. So, a mighty fine day for you to buy a property here this afternoon. We've got 3 properties for you, and all the options have been brought forward. My name's Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings here today, and of course, Robin, she'll look after all the technology as well. So just before I do so, folks, we can just have the attention of those people that are waiting out in the reception area, so I don't have to go through the preamble again. But I'm just going to make reference to the documentation that you are bidding and buying on the basis of provision to you today. That is, of course, the buyers and sellers guide by the Real Estate Authority, and they are available in the stand just outside of the auction room as you entered in as well. Also in that stand, co-located with it, is the finalised copies of the auction contract that we worked to. They have been circulated in draft form, as you see there on the screen. So by way of any bidding today, I'm going to assume that you read, understood and accept that contract that we worked to today. But of course, I will revisit this portion here on the front page, which sets out very clearly the conduct of today's auctions. We've superimposed that in blue on the screen for you folks. Don't need you to read that word for word. Basically what it says is that the owners have set a reserve price. Now that reserve price has been set at the level of the pre-auction contract. When I mention that figure, Robin will put it up on the screen where it says opening bid. It's not actually a bid at that level. It is disclosing to you the level of the pre-auction contract. I will then invite any bids over that level. So if you wish to purchase the property, then is the time for you to put your hand up, and we'll just follow proceedings from there, in which case the hammer will fall in favour of the highest bidder here this afternoon. And if you do bid and the hammer does fall successfully in your favour, your only obligations today, prior to commencing any celebrations, of course, is to sign the contract, complete that memorandum of sale, and of course part with a little bit of your hard-earned cash, just 10% of the purchase price. That's payable as the deposit today. We've got facilities out at reception there for you to pay that online. Of course, the balance is then payable on settlement date. You've got a transaction that will take place with your respective solicitors, so you don't have to worry too much about it. Just making sure that there's enough funds in the bank there to be able to proceed on settlement date. I'm sure you've all got that in hand. If there's any disputed bidding today, folks, I'll simply re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid, or as the auctioneer, I'm authorised to arbitrate that dispute. The only time I'll exercise that right is if I get 2 bids come at me at exactly the same time. I'll determine who I've accepted that bid from first, confirm the level, and then we'll proceed from there. We do have authorised telephone bidding on some of the properties this afternoon, folks. I've cited all the documentation, so everything's all tickety-boo there. We have authorisation from the buyers and sellers to accept those bids via the telephone as well. One significant change, folks, today is there will be no vendor bidding. Clause 2.5 of the contract does provide for the auctioneer to submit bids on behalf of the seller. I will not be exercising that right today. There will be no vendor bidding. So a pretty straightforward process today, folks. I'll be happy to answer any questions, and of course I take this opportunity to welcome the viewers watching via the live stream as well. No questions at this point? Okay, our first property up, number 88, is at Russley Drive. Now, Miranda Horan has been marketing this property. Miranda's awaiting in Taupo at the moment on a well-deserved break. It's actually a company function. We take our top salespeople away for a special weekend. Miranda qualified for that, so she's away on that today. But her manager, Jill Bowden, on my right-hand side, looking after all her needs as well. And Jill, I understand you've got a buyer on the telephone there. Correct. That's that telephone bidding that I made reference to, folks. So 88 Russley Drive, certainly a tidy brick home and a great handy location to the Bayfair shopping complex as well. If that's what you're looking for, folks, is a handy location, and this one really does tick the box. And of course, you've got the Rotomanu golf course just a short walk away as well. When we look at the legal aspects of it, it's all described in record of title SA 50A Folio 287 as a cross-lease freehold property. All is as described in that record of title number. Of course, 10 working days to settlement date. Jill, I understand there's no amendments, deletions to that. Yep. That's of course from today's date. And any changes to the temples list? All as circulated. So everything's all tickety-boo there, folks. The property partially renovated and refreshed, so opportunity for you to enjoy it as it is, or of course if you wish to add value, you've got that opportunity as well. Absolutely immaculate presentation. I commend our vendors in the presentation of the property. It was a 1991 vintage where the open plan configuration became They really came into their fore in the early 90s there and have remained very, very popular, and this property caters for that indeed. Bayfair location, like I said, not only handy to quality retail therapy, where you can give the old credit card a thrashing over the weekends and in the evenings there. I notice all the ladies start smiling. I can see the smiles behind the masks when I talk about the credit cards getting a hiding in the shopping complexes. You've got some wonderful eateries around the Bayfair location as well, recreational facilities such as I mentioned, the golf course, and you've got the hot pools as well. So certainly a location great for future resale. Without further ado, the owners have signed a contract. That contract was signed at $905,000. I'm happy to take any rise on top, because we're here to sell to the highest bidder here today. So I have 910. I suggest that would be a good quality move. 910 on the phone. Pardon? 911. 911. Down to the single already at the back there at $911,000. 911 got a great memory in that. Pardon? 915. That's the way. 16 is it, sir? Yeah. 16. At 916 it is at the back there now. 920 do we say there? At 916. 917. 917. 920 it is. Good move there, sir. At $920,000. Where do we go from here, John? Is it a single or is it another 5? At $920,000, the property sells to the highest bidder here today. Are we in or out now at 920,000? Selling away now, the hammer's up. Have we got their absolute best on the phone there at 900? 922. 923. 23, straight back in the new retort now at 923. 25, is it? Good strategic move. 25. 25, 925 it is now at 925. Slowing down a little bit at the back there, give the right advice there, man. At $925,000, it sells to the telephone bidder now. Be quick, here's your opportunity. 26. 26. Another single, took a little while for it to come, drop another one on top quickly now. Keep the pressure on. 27 it is. 927 now. Did we say 28? $927,000 with our phone bidder now at 927. 930. 30, good strategic move there at 930. It is a round number, pop another one on top, see what happens now. Otherwise I sell at $930,000 at the back of the room.
Okay, alright, you're definitely out.
Absolutely 100% sure. I'll take a $500 bid if it's going to help them. 930 is a round number. Tip it on its side. If they go again, you haven't spent anything, but just another single might buy. First bid without $930,000. What about you folks here in the room? Your opportunity is now. Second time now at 930,000. Third, last opportunity. Brace yourself at the back there, ma'am. It's coming now in your favour. It's going. It's all to make it really at $930,000. Appreciate the spirit of bidding on the phone there, and of course, congratulations to our sellers.
I will do it now. Okay, alright.
You want to go out to that?
You're alright. Nice to see you. Okay.
Thanks very much, folks, for just working alongside us and working with us in terms of the COVID-19 restrictions, in terms of social distancing and keeping masks on and that. So when you do, if you are here for this property and you wish to exit the auction room before the next property, please do so by the rear doors there. Much appreciated. As much as we hate feeling like the COVID police, but we have had a few people showing a little bit of concern about the social distancing, so certainly making sure that everybody is safe. You, our valued clients and customers, very important to us, and of course our salespeople as well, so appreciate you working with us. Moving on to the next property for the afternoon, number 5, Donnington Place. Mary O'Sullivan Peter Campbell have been marketed. Where's Peter? I suppose he's playing golf. Has he left you to it? Is he?
Serious.
Shall we forgive him for that? Okay then. Alright, Mary and Peter do a great job out there in the marketplace there. This particular property at 5 Donnington Place, single level brick home and tile construction there in a quite Bethlehem cul-de-sac there. Probably one of the better reasons why we're actually here today rather than the scheduled auction date. It is a freehold estate, 657 square metres of land more or less is what you buy, and that's all described in record of title SA 61B folio 274. Now the right rear element on the hob is not working. There's a clause in the contract just making sure that that's fully disclosed to you. So as far as that hob is concerned, you are buying it on the basis of the right rear hob not working. 26th of November still our settlement date, Mary. Any other changes to the chattels listed all there? No changes there, so all was circulated. So a pretty good opportunity here for you folks for easy care, nice level gardens with scope to develop them a little further if you so wish, or you can indeed just enjoy the open spaces. Plenty of room to grow your vegetables, as you see there on the screen. There's a great opportunity if you like the outdoors there, and of course a nice special outdoor living area for you to enjoy. You've got the spacious living area that opens to the 2 private patios actually, so you've got the best of both worlds here. You've got a nice new bathroom and the ensuite renovations, they've been done as well for you. HRV system and 2 heat pumps for total temperature control comfort. Of course you've got that wonderful king size garage that comes with this property as well. Nice and handy to the local bus stop, walkways and routes in and out of our excuse me, wonderful city. Owner is in contract. That contract's been signed at $1,150,000. Happy to work with you and give everybody equal opportunity. Do I hear 155 from anywhere? That's a $5,000 rise. Get you in the motor there.
Thank you.
Got you there. Thank you, sir. $1,155,000 and 60 straight, making it 65, shall we? At $1,160,000, just the one bid wasn't today there, sir. Quickly now, folks, here's your opportunity now for those of you that have just joined us in the room as well. Otherwise, I sell down here at $1,160,000 for the one of a better bid. What about a lazy little 2.5 there, sir? Even take a single if it will help you. Here's your opportunity now. I know you haven't waited for this time for nothing, sir. Your chance is right here, right now. Selling away at $1,160,000 for 5 Donnington Place. First call now for anything on top. Here it goes, folks. Second call, your opportunities are running low. Third, final call now for number 5 Donnington Place at $1,160,000. It goes. Congratulations, of course, to our sellers. Nice move, Jason. Right, moving on to our last one for the Friday afternoon here, folks. Number 26, Rotomanu Place, Crystal Harvey from our Cherrywood office presenting this property here. And certainly a lovely street appeal complemented by some stunning landscaping with this property. I'm sure those are the things that really attracted you when you went and viewed the property. Freehold estate, 555 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of title 769827, 17 December 2021. Crystal, our settlement dates?
Correct, yes.
Would you mind just popping your mask up, please? Thank you, much appreciated. Any other changes to the channels list? No, all that's circulated there, so that covers off all the legal aspects of the property there, folks. So a very sophisticated and stylish GJ Gardner home. We know the reputation that GJ Gardner have got right throughout New Zealand, and our wonderful city is no different. The home was designed for consideration, or in consideration, I should say, for absolute quality family living there. You've got the dual living areas that complement the 4 bedrooms as well. A home that will give you goosebumps as you show your friends through your new home when they come and view your property at your housewarming party. It is so special indeed. Pride of ownership is on the line here today for 26 Rotomanu Place, folks. The owners are in contract. Their contract was signed at $1,250,000, and I'm happy to take a $5,000 rise on top of it there. Here's your opportunity now. $1,250,000, the pre-option contract. Do I hear 5 more? Is it going to be you or is it going to be the phone bidders? 5 more. 5 more over here, $1,255,000 on the right hand side here, in the auction room here at 1255 selling away now. Do I have another 5? On top we go. Shall we go there now quickly, folks? Otherwise, I sell away here at $1,255,000. What about our phone bidder? I'll lay them out. 260 it is. 1,260,000, another 5 on top, perhaps there, sir, at 1260 000. 5 more at 1265. $1,265,000. You don't have to leave it to the folks up the front and the phone bidders. You can join us any time, folks, at 1265 000. Sell your way there. Another 5. 12670. 1270 rather. 1267. That would be fantastic. I'd just be delighted with that one. $1,270,000. Do we have another 5 for you there? Otherwise, it's gone. Decision time. Single? Yep. No problems at all there. Tear to sell to the highest bidder. 1271. Good strategic move would be to go 1275. 1275 it is. Single hasn't quite worked, so you might want to fight 5 on 5. 1,200,000 and at 3/4. Why is the property here today? Hammers up. Another single, another 5. Excellent. That's the way to do it. 1280. Making it 85 on the phone, do we? $1,280,000 fairly said, and 285 it is. 90. What about another lazy single? 1,285,000, another single there, 86. 1286 000, 1290. 90. 1290 000. Absolutely, 100% sure. Been doing well so far. As I said with one of the previous properties, that 90 is a round figure. To put on its side, if they go again, you haven't spent anything, but a lazy single might just buy it. Otherwise, it's gone at $1,290,000. First call now for them to change their mind, but they can't change it after the hammer hits the podium. Second time now at $1,290,000 even. Third, final call. Are we absolutely 100% sure? Be quick now. Otherwise, it is going. It is going. Congratulations to ourselves. Appreciate the spirit of the video, folks. Congratulations to our guys on the phone. That concludes our week of auctions, folks. So, unfortunately, you'll have to pop back next week, but we've got plenty on for you. Commencing at 1 o'clock next Thursday. We'll see you there. Thank you and enjoy your weekend.